with the Draco. Anyway, we live. What's popping, everybody? We back.
You ain't say it, bro.
Back like we never left.
There we go.
Let's go.
See, I gotta keep him in check like Zoro be doing with Luffy, man.
We back, yo. One Piece chapter 857. I can honestly say this is one of the best chapters of the year, based on the information we got.
Definitely.
But the year just started.
Matt, and I don't know if you guys know Grim. I was in a Matt stream earlier, making his debut here.
Making his debut.
So after the stream, let us know how Grim does, yo. Because then if he sucks, he's not coming back.
Hey man.
But nah, yo. One Piece chapter 857. I guess the main focus of this chapter was gang, right? Gang, yo. Capone gang, yo.
All right, Savage Capone gang.
Yeah, yo. What did you guys think about Capone? What do you guys think about with the chapter overall, I guess?
Yo, even though I did like the chapter, I just want to say, like, I don't want people to get too overhyped about Capone. Like, that was really more characterization than I don't want people to get too hyped about like what we got revealed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I hear that. But it's like, I feel like this is kind of a pattern that Oda's going to follow, where he's going to hype up the supernovas. Like,
I think what Froob is saying is don't. Capone is like just gonna be the strongest 1v1 character.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, I feel that where like Aruj has gotten the hype based on he took down a Sweet Commander,
right?
Where
right.
Capone, he's just based on, like you said, characterization.
Yeah,
agree with that though.
Yeah, what do you think, man?
Because at the same time, like, you don't have to. I'm not saying he beats the Yonko and stuff, but it was revealed that he's super strong. He's more stronger than what we all ever thought before. And the thing is that, like, before this point, it was easy to look at him and think he was trash, and that Sanji and Caesar could have took him out back then, or even with a Rouge, it was easy to think that he was trash back then because of it's like he kind of did this trick where he gave the spotlight to Luffy, Law, and Kid, but really Rouge and Capone, they're monsters. Like to me, I think that Capone is probably stronger than Luffy right now. I don't know about how much. And another thing that I think is that I was reading what Jinbei said, like everything that Jinbei said about him. And I feel like the only other person to plan that I've read in the story was Blackbeard. You know how Blackbeard had that plan? He was under Whitebeard's shadow or whatever, just waiting for the right time to strike. Capone seems to be doing the same thing. And I feel like he could have beat Snack too. But his plan was to, like, I'm going to go to Big Mom. I'm going to surrender just to get and beg to be on her crew. Work my rank up, try to get to a spot where I could take advantage of her later on just to take her out for fun. So I feel like Aruj beat Snack, but I feel like Capone could have did it too. It just wasn't his plan to, so he like fell back.
Bro, what Ty just said is exactly what I feared from the One Piece community, that they already think that Capone is stronger than Luffy.
All right, look, that's cool and everything.
Cause like
that's cool and everything.
Wait, Ty, you think Capone is stronger than Luffy? You didn't say that.
No, wait. Another thing too is that I have good reason. I don't even know Foob's reason, right? But anyway, check this out. If you think about it, right?
Let me hear Foob's reason. Food, what was your reason? Wow. So what?
Reason as to what? I just think that it was more of characterization than character hype. Like, I think that Oda was just trying to set him up as like a ruthless character. I don't think he was trying to set him up like as like these like crazy. Like, I don't think this was like a feat. Like for like was supposed to be feats for Capone. It was more.
It was. Look what they said. They said. Hold on. They said something that like. He's one of the mafia leaders. It's 5 of them. Then they said that even since he was little, he's just been taking these people out. He got bored of that. Like, I'm gonna be a pirate. Then he only went for the most notorious pirates, and he took the captain, left the crews alone. And then the whole situation, based off his backstory, Snack too, like compared, like to me, Snack is nothing to what he was doing beforehand. So he could have beat Snack too, but for a bigger plan to get Big Mom, he let himself get beat. He begged to be on Big Mom's crew. Again, wait, hold on. Just let me say this real fast. So, like, you see the difference from remember when Brule was like, Capone begged to be on the crew or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. That's the character that Jinbei said. So I feel like he did that as an act just to get under Big Mom's, to get close to her, to take her out.
Okay, so
so to me,
wait. I want to hear what Matt says. Matt, so I see you.
Yeah, I got a lot.
So let's hear what you have to say about Capone Ty's assessment of Capone being possibly stronger than Luffy. What do you think?
Okay, but like I'm not even gonna go into just him being stronger than Luffy. I'm just gonna say like like that right there. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna say that it's baseless, but it's like okay. So because we get a backstory of him, and like, I mean, I've only read the chapter like 2 times, or like 3 times. But I don't think that they said like it was happening like whenever he was little. I think they said like whenever he was in the mafia families, like he took them out, and then he got tired of that.
Right, they said when he was young, like younger. He's old right now. That's what.
Yeah, when he was younger. So like probably like, you know, in the very beginnings, like probably like Luffy, you know, around like 19, 20, like Luffy's age. Yeah. So then, you know, he goes out onto the, you know, onto the sea, and like the way that the way that he's done things, like since we've seen him at the beginning, he attacked Peckham's from behind, just shooting him, and then like I don't know, I just don't think that he's shown like any good like one-on-one like prowess for us to go and, you know, jump the gun and say, oh, he's stronger than Luffy, or you know, he's
so Capone.
Like this. Yeah, Capone. And like I mean, and the way that his fruit is structured, it's like he hides his crew inside, you know, inside of him, and this is just, you know, just for me observing his power or whatever. Like he hides his crew inside of him, and then he lets them come out at the last minute, and then he takes them out. Like he'll take out the captain. And like, I mean, I think that it's very that something that we're also forgetting is that he only goes after the captain. He doesn't take out the entire crew.
Yeah.
He takes out he takes out just the captain, and so he probably takes out the captain by getting cool with the captain, or by acting.
He's sadistic.
You know,
he's sadistic.
Not to cut you off, but I gotta cut you off because Jinbei said like, yo, Capone is a legit person. He didn't say like Luffy. He gets close to the captains and then he unleashes his whole crew and he massacres them. No, he said it like, yo, Capone his soul. You heard that before, but you got to understand he's been trying to be a low profile. He's been like concealing his soul because he's been trying to.
That Capone has as an advantage in a fight, in a one-on-one fight, is the fact that we don't know how far or how strong his fortress situation is. Besides that, we've seen that Capone in every situation and in the backstory they gave us, he's fighting using tactics and strategy. He's not going to fight Nekomamushi, or he's not going to fight even Straw Hat.
No,
exactly.
Wait, you're wrong. Wait, hold on.
The
Nekomamushi thing, you're wrong about that because you look at it like, oh, he left, he's scared. The way that I look at it, he's like Blackbeard, where he's like a strategist and stuff. It's like, yo, this guy's a monster. I didn't come here for that. Yo, you know what I mean? We're out.
Don't get me wrong. I think that Capone is a strong character, but I can tell you with 100% certainty, in a one-on-one, if you take Capone's entire crew out and it's just Capone versus Luffy, Capone is never beating.
Well, you can't take away his crew. It's like taking away the technology from.
No, but that's no. That's the thing.
Every single fight.
Ty said that Capone is stronger than Luffy. That's what I'm saying.
I feel like when you're measuring his strength, you have to consider his crew, though. It's different from other people.
Wait. But the thing is that like Luffy needed help fighting Dofi. Luffy needed help fighting Cracker. It's not like he's legitly beating these powerhouses by himself. The thing with Luffy is that Luffy's one of the.
Capone is not Cracker and Capone is not Dofi.
All right, but listen, he doesn't have to be. I never said that. Don't put words into my mouth. Just let me say this. Luffy's one of the youngest. No, I'm talking about Luffy. You're saying like nobody.
Wait.
Hey, to Raven, thank you for the donation, by the way.
Oh, the Raven with the donation.
Luffy's getting a lot of help with his win.
Okay, so the Raven brought up a good point. He said Capone sends Cat Viper and then he ran away. He said somebody outside was really strong, and then he kind of shook by Cat Viper being outside. Luffy did also acknowledge that the Duke was really strong, but Luffy had a different reaction than Capone. You know, So I said this earlier, and people said I was blasphemous for saying this. That I said Capone, they're building up his defensive prowess, and people were saying that a Kong gun would decimate him. You guys think that?
No.
Wait, what?
I don't know about that. That would be kind of
Kong gun.
Kong gun decimates Capone. I said
a Kong gun decimates Capone,
like,
Brago?
The point that I wanted to get across earlier is the
It's
fact
possible.
How strong his fortress is. Like that's the biggest factor. His fortress
Yeah,
that
that's true.
That's the
Wait,
thing.
how
We don't know how
strong is-
strong. Like he's a. The thing is, he's a tactician. It seems that that's his specialty. Where he's gonna like. That's why I'm so fearful of Big Mom right now, because the fact that he's over the security detail, like this guy is gonna have basically a stairway to Big Mom.
Yeah,
Like
honestly, that's already a W. The fact that he has access to that, like, it's kind of ridiculous that Big Mom like trusted him enough to do that.
I hope she has
also-
some backup plan.
No,
like
but listen,
watching,
you're saying
because
it's ridiculous. He ranked up by his power and he got that position. It's not like he
No,
Capone, you can do it.
No, not as ridiculous because of his power. I'm talking about ridiculous how it's
He's
been
only been in the he's only been in the crew
No,
for a
Yeah,
certain
he
amount of
hasn't-
time.
And also,
No,
like,
no,
he's
but-
part of
but
the
listen,
mafia.
Zorro-
Like, you should be
even though
expecting.
Zorro
track
been in
record.
there for a long time, Luffy trusts Zorro that much. It's just that Capone is so, he's so good at what he does on her crew, which was a plan anyway. It wasn't him being honest, but he has that ring.
He clearly has some
he's
face down
that nice that
cards,
he has him doing
and
that.
she thought it was like a black pendant, but it's actually like a mirror wall or a Mitchizer, and she's gonna die.
I like
Wait, hold on, like,
or maybe.
Do y'all
or maybe-
remember? Do y'all
Or
remember
maybe-
in?
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Nah, yo, son, I stopped. We both started talking at the
Yeah,
same
I know. All right, go ahead. Go
So,
ahead.
do y'all remember in Naruto? His name with the Tsukuyomi or whatever, right?
Mhm.
I'm dropping out.
Wait,
Yeah, you're lagging.
Yeah, you're lagging out. Wait, say it again. Start again.
All right. Do y'all remember in Naruto when Itachi
Wait.
village and he put?
Hold on, let's just like talk about something else until Ty gets his shit fixed. Well, I just
Alright,
want to point
so-
something out really
so-
quick though. 1 second. And on page 13, you can like see like Capone's like fortress. Do you guys think that might be like his complete form of his fortress?
No.
No,
Wait, say it again.
I don't.
If
think
you go to page 13, you can see like the fortress in the background. That might be Capone's like actual like full form.
Oh, let me check it out.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see.
It could be like a Paramecia, maybe Zoan type transformation that his fruit has, but I don't
Yeah,
think
because if Capone, his awakening is like he can create a literal castle around you,
What page
Yeah.
was it?
you could be screwed. You
Page
could-
13.
awakening, because I don't think he's gotten that far. I think that's just like an innate ability, like Luffy's ability to stretch.
Wait, so you don't think Capone would have an awakening right now?
Not yet.
I don't know. I think he could.
I don't know. I think his Devil Fruit mastery is like pretty high because like if we
Yeah.
saw what he did in like he was like forming himself inside of his own body and he could like move everything around inside of his castle.
Yeah,
shit
and
like
also
that.
the fact he's able to literally shapeshift makes me think that he has some level of
And
mastery.
you can't, and honestly, you can't really measure like the growth of another villain in the series compared to Luffy where he is now. So like anybody else, like one of the supernovas could
But
be.
they said
awakened.
Capone has been doing this for a while though. Like
Yeah,
he's
that's
been like
true. That is true.
he's what 41. So it's like Capone. He's only like a supernova because he got bored. He got bored of what he was doing.
Yeah, true. Now this is what I was trying to say before. Like, if you're gonna agree that he possibly has an awakening, right? It's like Luffy's one of the youngest supernovas, or he is the youngest supernova. This is why, like, it's not crazy that Capone could be stronger than Luffy right now. Of course, at the end of the story, Luffy's gonna be stronger than everybody. But I feel like from what we got about Capone right now, than Luffy at the moment.
Have we
I'm not
seen
saying he one shots
Capone's
Luffy or
ship?
anything, but
I mean, the thing is, okay, the only thing I didn't want to, like, I don't want people to hype Capone up too bad is because, okay, yeah, he took the 5 mafia families out in the West Blue. But is that any different than Luffy taking out Don Krieg, Arlong, and, like,
yeah,
Buddy in the
it's
East
a
Blue?
big difference because
How is it
those
a big
people-
difference? We don't know what the mafia bosses are doing. We don't know.
Right. So okay. So first, Ty, let me know what's the difference in that.
Because Jinbei was like, yo, you gotta fear these people. Big Mom invited the Underworld people. Jinbei, nobody's worried about Don Krieg and these other people coming. They would pretty much get treated like fodder if they came.
Wait,
Well,
Wait, hold on,
But you
hold on.
know,
You're
every-
reading-
it's like-
wait,
we
hold on.
have-
I have to respond to that because you have to distinguish. There's a difference between the Underworld and the West
Yeah.
Blue and the Underworld and the New World.
Well, also, not everyone in the underworld is part of the mafia. Like, you know.
But you know what the huge
Yo,
difference is, though, guys, that you guys are missing is that German 66 is the big dudes up in the north. So just because the East was a disappointment, it is the weakest ocean.
guys, we're
So the
not.
West could have something strong.
The chapter said that the mafia, the 5
It's
mafia, entire seat. It was for the entire underworld, not just for the North Blue or South Blue. Those 5 mafia bosses were manipulating, controlling the entire underworld, the entire seat that's in the New World too. So these 5 bosses, they're not, or 4 bosses, they're not trash. They were
Of
doing
course.
Not, yeah.
It's impossible to
Yeah,
ask.
so
That's what
I
I'm trying to
agree
say.
with
Y'all
that.
try to undermine everybody who's not a main character, and y'all need
No,
to
it's
stop
just
that.
impossible to ascertain, but it is a feat that Oda gave him.
I
No,
mean,
no, no, no. That's a good point. That the West Blue is-
okay, but look, this is my biggest thing with Capone. Okay,
Game.
when have we seen this man take on anybody 1v1? Like everything. Hang on. Everything that Capone has done, it has literally been underhanded. It has literally been, oh, I'm gonna stab you in the back. Oh, I'm gonna do that. Like. And I understand the whole thing with Nekomamushi, and like he didn't come there for that, and he didn't come there for like he didn't go to Zou to fight Nekomamushi. So he was being strategic. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
But
that's what I was trying to say.
the dude hightailed it out of there. Like he ran. He like it wasn't a subtle, okay, well, maybe I'm gonna fade back into the shadows. It's like, nah, bro, I'm finna get the hell up out of here. And then so like just the dude is underhanded. Like I don't know. I can't give him
What are your thoughts
I
on
just can't
Blackbeard?
say.
Yo, hold on one second.
What are
Yo,
my thoughts
Grim,
on
what you said is actually completely false because it says that they're the 5 mafias from the
West Blue.
Yeah,
That's what they say.
says
Okay.
Yeah, like it strictly said West Blue, but so Brago, you said what do I think of Black? You said what do I think of Blackbeard?
About Blackbeard, because Capone, I think he's of the mold like of Blackbeard. So what do you think of Blackbeard? Like as far because Blackbeard, a lot of his achievements have been underhanded.
Well, the thing with Blackbeard is that with Blackbeard, there's no asterisks or anything by Blackbeard's name like post time skip. Like the dude fought against the Whitebeard pirates and he beat them in an overwhelming defeat. Now I'm not saying that Blackbeard soloed all of the Whitebeards, but it was the Blackbeard pirates versus the Whitebeard pirates, and they fought a year after Marineford. So I mean, it's not like it's not like they
I'm talking about like before that. I'm talking about the thatch.
Before that, like with the whole thatch thing, like I mean, like I can't say that like Blackbeard was weak or anything like that. Like he's just the true embodiment of a pirate in One Piece. Like he's the true embodiment of a pirate doing underhanded things to further his own goals. Now, like he was able to damage Shanks somehow, some way pre Devil Fruit, right. So
I mean, yeah. The thing is though with Capone, I think Capone, as far as he's using underhanded tactics, yes, but he's still going after the strongest person to take their head. Like he's still like that's still his goal.
Well, yeah, that's his look, Brago. That's his goal. But I'm not automatically gonna respect you or give you just due just because you go after the strongest person. I'm not gonna just automatically give you that that accolade because once again we don't know the circumstances of it. How do we not know that Capone didn't just take him into his body and then like everybody inside of his body just fucked him up? Like we don't know.
My impression of Capone, is that he doesn't go in long 1v1s. Like I feel like most scenarios he kind of, plans it out and assassinates them or just kind of like surprises them, and he always has the upper hand. And like I don't really see him doing sustained 1v1, and so
that goes back to the argument: do you blame me for making use of the resources that I have?
No, it doesn't.
My final point was like, and since he's going after Big Mom, and I don't think he intends to do a long 1v1, I feel like he has to, like, he knows like shooting her with a hockey bullet isn't going to kill her. So I wonder if he has like some big power.
The thing is, Brago, even though like Blackbeard, right? It's completely justified in like how he took down Whitebeard. We can't sit back and say that he's stronger than Whitebeard for what he did. You know what I mean? Like you have to take it into account. Like it's justified, but it doesn't make him as strong as Whitebeard for using underhanded tactics.
Well, the thing is, you can say at the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, if I win, am I stronger?
No, you're not.
But what's so if we fight, what's the objective?
All right. Let me explain it. This is the best way to explain it. Luffy beats Enel. Okay, he wins because he he has a devil fruit counter, but Enel will beat like
It's
at that point in the
circumstantial.
story, Enel will beat almost any other character like that
That we
Luffy
ran
would.
into.
Yeah.
Right, but it's circumstantial. But at the end of the day, I was stronger. It's like the circumstances worked out
In that fight, yes, but
yeah.
overall,
No, that's not
no.
okay. No, that's
So
not necessarily true.
like, say Luffy
On a
won
knife, I beat you. Does that mean I'm stronger than you? No, you just trip on a rock. It's a circumstance. I see what you're saying. Like, for example, with Luffy and Cracker, Nami was there to help him, and that's how it happened. But you do have to consider the fact that if Nami wasn't there, like if that factor was gone, Luffy would
have lost.
No.
Easy.
No, I agree with that. Like that's basically 2v1, right? With Capone, say Capone, right? He doesn't use his crewmates, right? But with Capone's devil fruit, like if he he can open it up around you, and basically he traps you in like a Kairoseki like cage, right? Do you not give Capone the win because that's deemed underhanded?
Capone is a
Oh
special
no,
case.
okay, that's complete. That's different. I can understand that. Like if he uses his, yeah, I could see that. That wouldn't be like.
If Capone does a 1v1 or like he fights one person but he uses his devil fruit and has his whole crew with him, I still would consider it his own strength, even
That's
though
because it's like that's an ability that he has to take advantage of. He has to. Like if you
My
don't,
thing is, I don't think he needs to have his crew, and the reason why is because it seems that he can manipulate things in his body. So if he does make that castle around his enemy, he most likely can fire the cannons that he makes. Like he did have those. He did make his feet turn into like tank treads.
If we agree upon,
but
Hold on. What'd you say, Graham? We can't hear you.
if we agree upon the fact that Bade uses his crew to fight and that's okay, then we have to agree and accept on the fact that Luffy beat a commander. Period. No matter how it happened, Luffy beat a commander. We have to accept that.
well, yeah, nobody denies that he beat a commander. That doesn't mean he's stronger than a commander.
No. We acknowledge the fact that Luffy beat Cracker, but how we always equate it is that if Luffy fought Cracker without Nami, that's how we always look at the Cracker Luffy matchup. But with Nami, Luffy's beating Cracker every time.
I wouldn't say every time, but
not every time.
I get your point. I get your
not
point.
every time, but he'd have a leg up there. But I think with Capone, he is underhanded. I agree there, but it's like if he gets the job done, like if he say he takes out Big Mom, right? If he takes out Big Mom, no, he's not stronger, but he got the job done. So it's like you have to kind of respect that.
I mean, maybe like powerful is a better adjective because powerful doesn't mean strength. It's just like your ability.
And the thing about him being
the original thing was that we didn't say we didn't say that we didn't like respect the dude or like we didn't respect how he got things done. The original thing was that Ty said that Capone was stronger than Luffy 1v1, and that's what we disagreed with. We didn't
check this out. It's stronger. Luffy's not one of the strongest characters. Like you was the one saying that like Luffy's not even top 30 or something. He's not even top 20. So when I say like Capone is stronger, all right. So when I say Capone is stronger than Luffy, I'm not saying he is either. But it's like it's not an impossible thing to be stronger than Luffy 1v1. Luffy's great, but he's not Luffy. A lot of the big shots, Luffy needs help fighting. He's not beating him 1v1.
Ty, so when you say Capone is stronger than Luffy, are you incorporating like his abilities to use people inside of him, or just 1v?
Well, put it like that because that is part of his ability, but like stat wise, Luffy probably has more power. Like Luffy probably has more attack stat wise. But I think like overall, the better fighter who will win in a 1v1 fight, especially like if you look in like if you look at the panel, right? They were saying like did you off Bobbin? And he's like, yeah, they was after Black Leg and the Vinsmoke is my hero. And then they're like, do you think they're coming? Like if well, cowards, like, do you think they're gonna like? Do you think they're coming? Like they think that they're not even gonna come, and then that's when Vito's like, nah, Joe up.
To me, it's like it depends on the scenario. If Luffy finds Capone randomly and they just fight, I think Luffy wins. But if Capone has been plotting to take down Luffy for a long time, I think he might be able to.
That's the thing. That's the thing, though. Like that's where I see Luffy losing. If Luffy goes to Capone, he's losing. Because Capone is going to have a plan to take him down. I don't think Luffy can go in Capone's territory and win.
So you think? Yeah, I think if Luffy goes in Capone's castle, I think Capone has the upper edge on him.
Yeah. I don't think so. No, of course he's hacks in his castle.
Yeah.
If anybody goes inside,
same as
whoa, your mic, dude.
If anybody goes inside of Capone's castle, then
But Brago, here's the situation.
I don't think Capone's castle is that invincible, man. If this guy was afraid of Sanji's cigarette basically lighting up a carpet, what makes you think Luffy's gonna when he basically smashes inside with basically hockey in there? It's like him knocking.
I think that was a joke.
Yeah, that was. I don't feel like that was a serious moment. The thing with
I basically credible from the inside.
If we equate this to how the story is actually going, how like Luffy's going to meet Capone Page and how they're going to negotiate on whether they're going to have the alliance or not, Page has the advantage right now. Just like you're saying, bro. If we're going to agree upon what you're saying, Page has the advantage right now, and Luffy could get killed. He just went through a fight.
No. But listen to what Capone said, though. Capone said it based on what he says, and if he does anything to piss me off, we can take him out right here.
Right. Yeah, that's another thing I want to talk about.
And
How do you
the other
guys think
thing,
that meeting's going to go between
what
them?
I want to add is that Capone knows Luffy beat Dofi. He knows Luffy beat Cracker. He knows Jinbei used to be a warlord, but he's still confident in him and his crew. Where he's like, yo, he does. It's like, yo, he has no chase. Like, yo, he does anything to piss me off. Like, he look at my crew the wrong way. It does anything. We're gonna take him out right here. So
He's
it
straight
makes
from the
it seem like
streets of New York.
nah, but it makes
Yeah,
it
but
seem like, you know,
a lot of people have said that they're gonna deal with Luffy and then they fall short. A lot of people have said that. I'm not gonna take just because he says, "Oh, we're gonna deal with them." Like, bro,
that's not my
mean?
main. That's not my main reason. One of the things about, all right, when it came to Rouge, he's older. When you look at Capone's face, he's older. Remember, Luffy's the youngest supernova. Of course, in the story, he's going to be stronger than everybody. But I think right now, especially from what Jinbei was saying, Capone is like a crazy big deal. He's been kind of undercover. It's like the Capone, and when Jinbei was explaining this to us, we knew the same Capone Luffy knew, the little joke guy or whatever, the one that people made the jokes saying he was weak sauce about. But Jinbei's filling us in, just like he filled us in about Akainu and Aokiji. Is that like, yo, Capone, do you know about Capone, Luffy? Like, Capone is a dangerous person.
Yeah, but that's more so of his reputation, not more so like his like I don't think that's like that's his reputation. That's the type of person that he is. Like Froob said, that's his characterization. That I think you're putting too much brass into like the power like sense of it. And I mean the power should be taken into consideration, but it's not all just about power. It's like
I'm not saying
his whole character was fleshed out, like with that,
I'm not saying
with
it's
all
all
of the
about
information.
I'm not saying it's all about power. Put it like this: when we looked back at all the supernovas, right? Because nobody thought of Rouge was anything big. Remember, like Luffy, Kid, and
Law.
Luffy, Kid, and Law was all highlighted. The thing is that, like, you could say that Luffy and Kid, they had a crazy high bounty because they're more reckless. But with Capone, he's like the strategist and stuff. He was just chilling. He wasn't trying to have the highest bounty. So it's like, you know, it's more to look at. It's not just, I can't just think that, oh, it's that Luffy, Law, and Kid is the strongest, because that's not. The more and more we're in the new world, we're finding out that other supernovas are stronger than them, are just as strong. And
you can say the same thing about Law, because Law's bounty was.
It's not that I'm
Law's
overrating.
bounty was like a whole 100 million under Luffy's and Kids at the time.
Yo,
I mean, I don't want to.
It's not that I'm underrating. It's not that I'm
let me-
overrating him. At the same time, I think you're underrating him for whatever reason. It's like,
when since when do we like bounty does not mean anything as far as
it
your
means
strength.
something. Nobody said anything about strength. I mean that like, whoa, hold on. People know, but listen, the main reason. Wait. One of the main reasons why people think that Luffy. No, look, listen. One of the main reasons why people think Luffy, Law, and Kid are the best is because of their bounty. That played a part into it. So when it came to Capone, his bounty was lower. I'm trying to say was that Capone just wasn't as reckless as him to have a bounty that he had.
Bro, okay, let me say this about the whole bounty. Let me just say this about the whole bounty thing. We know that Kid's bounty is high because he kills people. That's why Kid's bounty was so high. That was stated why his bounty was higher than Luffy's during Sabaody, whenever Shaki and Rayleigh were talking to Luffy about the 11 supernovas. That's why they said his bounty was higher than Luffy. So, like no one.
Hold on, I want to comment on that when you're done.
All I'm saying is like the bounties. What does a bounty mean at this point? All it means
it's your threat to the world government.
Yes, it's your threat to
Nobody's
the world
saying
government.
bounty equals power, but it's something to take into consideration.
Wait,
Fruit,
it's nothing to just dismiss.
What did Fruit had to say? Fruit, what you had to say?
I just wanted to say that, like, okay, I thought this exact same thing after I read this chapter. I was thinking like people always like downplay Kid and his strength because like they say that the only reason his bounty was this high was because he killed civilians or whatever. But Capone had one of the lowest bounties out of all the supernovas, and he was shown to be ruthless as fuck, cutting off heads and shit like that. Like he could have been just as bad as Kid. And
I see.
No,
I
wait,
think I see
wait.
that.
It's not as bad because
Wait, hold on. Mac, what were you saying?
Yeah, I was going to say, first I gotta say what up, yo, because I didn't really talk before I came in. I just started talking about this stuff. You know, but I want to say, when it comes to Useless Kid, like when Shaki's like, yo, don't like take his bounty, he kills innocent people, stuff like that. I think two people took that way too much because they started saying like Kid has only a high bounty because of that. You know, like these guys are savages. All these guys were supernovas are savages. So.
Yeah,
Yo, that was an
I think
exaggeration.
Shaq was trying to say that to Luffy, like, okay.
I can still see a difference.
I'm not saying
I can still see a
that
difference.
Kid is weak. I'm not saying that Kid is weak. I'm just saying like this whole bounty thing. Like let's not put too much brass into it. Let's not I understand that a bounty is some type of inclination of one's power. Like I mean, you look at Luffy. Like anybody sees 500 million bounty, they're gonna be like, oh shit. But like I'm saying, you got to take into consideration. Look at everything that Luffy has done. That's what makes it.
I mean, I agree with what you're saying. I just don't like when people say bounty doesn't equate to strength because you're just not reading the same story as me if you don't think that Oda doesn't use bounty to hype characters in their power levels.
It does.
Bounties definitely have some implications to be considered.
Look, it does use it. But what about for characters like Luffy, whose bounty should be way higher than what it is? Like that's what I'm saying.
Wait, should it though?
Yes, it really should.
Well, you're talking about from like
so.
world government standpoint, not strength, right?
No,
just
no,
look
no.
at-
I'm talking about from strength. He took out Moria, and that got completely swept under the rug.
But still, what does that say about Capone Babes? Like, Ty has the point.
Yeah,
right
stuff
now
could have
that-
got swept under the rug for him too.
No, listen. When we went to Djibouti, what we really saw was that the people that didn't have high bounties is because they were quiet. Bonnie was quiet. Capone Babes was quiet. The Mad Monk was quiet. The rest of them had bigger bounties because they were doing it.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, that's the only reason. I'm not saying that Babe's stronger than Luffy. I definitely disagree with that. But he has the point that they were quiet, so they didn't have the bounty, so they weren't doing as much. Page ran away from when Kizaru showed up because he didn't want to fight Kizaru. Who the fuck wants to fight Kizaru? Hell no. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, I think on a 1v1, Luffy ultimately wins, but I don't think it's like I said, people when I said earlier that Capone is tanking a con gun, people said I was blasphemous for that. I was like, what? A con gun? You think
Who?
a con gun would one-shot Capone?
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say, right? Because
the thing is,
gun
Capone
split
has, like,
Dressrosa
his
in
whole
fucking
thing is
half.
kind of like defense. Right?
No,
So he could have like a
no.
crazy
What do you
fortress
think
that
he's
can
taking
take
it to?
attacks.
No, a regular con gun, not a king con gun. A regular con gun.
Yeah, come on, bro. It's not one-shotting Capone's castle.
Nah,
with a
that's
regular
not
con
one
gun.
shot in him.
I feel like he's a very defensive person.
But that castle
And he's
they showed in the manga, is that like his actual power, or basically like was it just a castle he was hiding in?
I think it's his actual power, to be honest. Because
I have a question for you guys. Would Capone force Cracker to show his true identity? Like, would he actually make Cracker go out of his suit?
No, they fight the same way. They're both defensive fighters. No, I don't think so.
It depends. Okay, so this actually leads into the question I had. Do we think Capone has some crazy shit from the black market? Like, because I definitely think he does, and I think
Well,
that he might have the liquor iron ore that the Rebs were talking about.
I want to bring up the point that during the little wars with the mafia that he had, he took out several of those bosses, and he said that he only went for those things. I'm pretty sure that there was some type of items, some type of sword, or some type of like fruit, or maybe even something that he gave to his crew members, something that he had that he found when he was fighting those mafia members. I was correct that they only controlled the West Blue or whatever, something like that.
Yeah.
So it might not be as great. There's probably not as much treasure or artifacts and shit over in the West Group, but that's still a formidable force. He was having revenge wars. He was having revenge wars against other mafia members and winning. We have to give some type of credit to his fortress. Some type of credit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think he
I mean,
is-
I don't think he beats Luffy.
if there's
But I
one
think-
thing you can't do is downplay his defensiveness. Like that is
Yeah.
that was like the part of the feats that was supposed to be hyped up in this chapter, in my opinion. Is that like he's a defensive beast. Like he was promoted to Rook. He's
and I think that's why Big Mom put him over security detail.
yeah. She made him defend her. Like she put him ahead in defending her. Like he's obviously.
Oh, maybe he uses like the liquor iron ore for his like castle, and it's insanely
That would
strong.
make sense. That would make sense. So it's like if it's enhanced, it's like, yeah, we got to give Capone something.
Yo, brother, what if when all this shit goes down, Page ends up with some type of tech or power from Drimo?
That would be sick.
Oh, definitely. I mean, yeah, I think Capone, he's after the sport. He's not after like territory or like, this is a game for him.
Yeah,
Like, Capone is just
this is just for sport.
And if we can agree that that actually is Caesar in the last panel, which it might not be, but if it is, then that means he has Caesar's technology at his disposal.
That's not Caesar, bro. Like if you look at the hair, it's spiked upwards. Caesar appears in.
Like, when I first saw it, I thought it was Caesar at first. When I first saw it, I was like, "Yo, Caesar, what the fuck?"
Caesar's a permanent Logia, man. Caesar's always smoke.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was done on purpose. That we have either.
Yeah, because Caesar's always on some smoke body, like running around.
I'm not saying that it's not.
Maybe Caesar evolved.
That's not it.
For a plot reason, like he's trying to bring up for us to remember it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure. At this point, I don't think it's Caesar. But when I first saw it, I thought Caesar was just there sitting with Capone. Like that's an issue.
I thought that guy was like some sort of like new fighters that they didn't really showcase. You know, like the first time in the show, just Gotti, Vito.
Yeah. Wait, Anime Fan Talk asked this in the chat. He said, "Do you guys think, based on this chapter, Big Mom falls now?"
No,
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so. But I think this is pretty much saying that Capone is going to have a free shot. He's going to have a free shot to Big Mom.
Yeah, like, pretty much. Yeah, this chapter was kind of building. It was building up Capone going for Big Mom's head, like because the way Capone goes for the top dog and then he runs away. He doesn't go.
To me though, like nothing.
Wait, hold on. Wait.
Changed, and nothing has really changed except they're toying with the idea of possibly taking down Big Mom, which was going to happen no matter what.
Right.
So I want to say this. I know he's not fighting Big Mom on the 1v1. He has a plan, whatever. But you're trying to tell me that the guy who has the plan to take down Big Mom can't beat Luffy 1v1? Like,
the thing is,
say that again.
The guy who's in charge of I can give him all the defense points I want. That's cool. But this guy, he's in charge of an offensive operation too at the moment. He's gonna take down Big Mom. And you trying to tell me that like he can't beat Luffy right now, especially with Luffy's not in his prime right now. He's still growing. This is not the moment in the story where Luffy's the strongest.
Kaido's hasn't been to take down Kaido.
Bro, look. Okay, let me give you something so we can just kill this argument real quick. Dofi is 40 years old. Dofi was in the town square whenever Roger was executed. Luffy defeated Dofi. Let's
with help, not like he did it in the 1v1.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
Listen. If we swap
Capone,
I bet you Capone.
If we swap Luffy out for Capone, I'm pretty sure Capone and Law would have won. They probably would have won without the extra 15 minutes. So I don't want to hear Luffy's victory. He had help winning against.
Ty, that's crazy.
Yes,
man.
You at the same time, it's a 50-50 thing. You want to give Luffy the benefit of the doubt of those situations that he knowingly had help.
Ty just said if we swap out Luffy and put Capone in there, that Capone wouldn't have needed an extra 15 minutes to defeat him.
Yeah, him and Law would have beat Dofi in one shot.
Yo, come on, Ty. Come on, Ty.
Come on.
Listen. Luffy even said it. Wait. Listen to what I'm saying.
Ty, come on.
Listen to what I'm saying. Luffy even said when he went Gear
4. Ty, explain yourself. Go ahead.
All right, listen. Luffy said when he went in Gear 4, he was like, "Yo, one more hit, and I could have finished him." So you trying to tell me that Capone wouldn't be able to finish? This is what I'm saying. It's like
I
understand Luffy's the main character, but look into how he's actually winning, and look at how young he is right now, and look at like it's other people, it's bigger pirates than him. Luffy even told Dofi, he said, "Yo, like you think so being at it's other monsters in the sea and stuff." And Capone, like of course he's probably not.
Ty, here's the flaw in that. Here's the only flaw I see in that. I can try to rationalize it, but with Capone, he does not have the offensive prowess.
You don't know his. That's the thing. No, Brago. To be fair, you haven't seen enough of him to know that he he has. It's not like wait, hold on. It's not like he fought.
You haven't seen it.
Brago, listen, it's not like he fought Nekomamushi and didn't have the offense, so he lost. Actually, this guy took no L's from what I see.
Oda is clearly outlining the strengths and the flaws of Capone.
I never seen him in a situation he couldn't get out of. I just felt like he
No.
felt like this isn't what I came in for. I'm gonna back out. It's not that
Yeah.
that like I can't beat this person.
I don't think Capone.
His
'cause
target is
Doflamingo's
Big
a fucking
Mom.
tank. I don't think Capone is gonna have the offensive capabilities to take down someone like Dofi.
Because
No, the whole Big Mom
tank. He's a tank. You trying to tell me that? Tank. You trying to tell me?
No,
that, like,
him taking down Big Mom. That's a full planning that spans.
I know it's an operation, but still, look who his
No, but
target is.
for him to
That's
take
like
Big Mom down, he has to be over a security detail, and he's gonna. This is a plan that's been in place for like how long? I'm sure he knew about the Tea Party for a long
Could be
time.
like a year.
He's been planning this for a year.
Oh
Like,
yeah, I
bro.
wanted to bring something up now that you reminded me. We were talking about how like we didn't know like when the Tea Party was and when the wedding was, but it said in this chapter that the main event of the Tea Party is the wedding ceremony. So like the Tea Party and the wedding ceremony are separate, and like the wedding ceremony is probably coming after the Tea Party. Or it's during the Tea Party, but it's just like one of the.
So do you think we get an introduction to like these underworld characters at the Tea Party, and then
Wait,
What? Say that again.
we get like an introduction to the underworld, like the people that are invited?
Now, can I say this about the underworld? Okay, and why I further think that Big Mom is not gonna go down. All right. So whenever Luffy and Law defeated Doflamingo, and Grim said this earlier in the stream too. Whenever Luffy and Law defeated Doflamingo, they fucked up things all throughout the world. Not just for Dofi and Kaido. They messed up things for a lot of different people. Whenever the news was going out, people were saying, let's go get them, let's go kill them.
Yes.
And then also you have what is it? We have confirmation that people in the underworld also want to go after Capone, and they want to destroy him. And these same people, we can kind of like guess, and it would make sense that a lot of these same people are gonna be at the Tea Party. A lot of these same like underworld brokers. I mean, they pretty much said it in this chapter. So
Buggy too.
Yeah, that's including Buggy, but I don't think Buggy's gonna do anything.
You may get
Buggy would be more so of a person to join Luffy's side. But anyway, wait. So then you have these people, and these people are inevitably going to side with Big Mom before they would side with Luffy and Capone. So that further reinforces like more people that are going to be on Big Mom's side, and it's not like she needs any more people.
Yo, that's another thing
I mean,
that she said in what Jinbei said in this chapter, that the fucking people we saw in Whole Cake so far are just the tip of the iceberg. That shit doesn't make any fucking sense to me at all, actually. Like, power scaling doesn't, like, Big Mom's crew, if what Jinbei said was true, Big Mom's crew is much stronger than Whitebeard's crew from what we've seen.
Well, hold on. Tip of the iceberg doesn't mean that there's people much more powerful. It just means that there's a lot more powerful people, right?
I mean, I guess, but at the same time, like...
No, someone says tip, man. That's probably like...
Yeah, tip of the iceberg basically implies that you haven't seen anything yet. Like, there's a lot
but at
more
the
to
same
come.
at the same time, if we think about what happened very carefully, right? Luffy never bumped into Smoothie yet, and he never bumped into Potato Starch yet. So he could just mean like, okay, you fought Cracker, but he's actually like the weakest Sweet Commander in there. There's still Smoothie, there's still Potato Starch, and these underworld people, there's something to deal with too. So he could have meant it in that way, and that's what I believe he meant. But we took it the wrong way at first. Like, the tip of the O.
I think it's
well, hold on, Ty. You mean the guest?
It's that way, and they're people that we haven't seen.
I think he's talking about like the rest of the Big Mom's children we haven't seen. Like we don't know like the fifth or the fourth and stuff.
And
like
maybe
that.
she has some husbands that are powerful. I mean,
I feel like it's people we haven't seen.
Or like
that
her current husband,
like another like separate faction. It's like, okay, these are like the guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, separate from
because not for nothing, if
put her above Whitebeard's crew, which is crazy though.
If Potato Starch is equal to Marco, but then she got other people who like make Potato Starch look like trash, I'm gonna be like, yo, that's crazy.
Not that powerful. But I'm talking about like roughly around.
No. I'm talking about like what Jinbei said. I'm talking about like what Jinbei said at its extreme. Like if so, you know what I mean? Like if they're not even nothing.
Do you guys think it's possible?
A bunch of crazy people.
I think there's guys that are like around like Jinbei though maybe.
You guys think it's possible to see Big Mom's current husband?
But the current one is the big fathead.
Personally, I thought
no.
Yeah, that's the current one because basically we don't see the other ones.
Because
do you think?
Pound has some power too. Like,
Yo, those Underworld brokers look dumb as shit, by the way. Those character designs did not look hype at all.
Fruit, chill out, bro. Remember when we first seen Kaido?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah, true.
but I wouldn't be surprised if
But
Big
this is
Mom
the
has
second
all of her
time.
ex-husbands in a fucking book or something.
This is the second time that Big Mom's fighters have been hyped up. You know, I think it was Tom Island the first time. You know, and now Jinbei's hyping up like right now. He's like this never show out. You know.
Wait, was it stated that Capone was like the rook of defense or something like that? Hold on, let me find it again. The exact.
I don't know if it was the rook of defense, but he said that he got the rook rank. What I want to say is that remember when Jinbei one shot at Opera, right?
Yeah, Capone has the
So-
rank. Yeah.
So Jinbei one shot at Opera, so I'm pretty sure that like him saying that is just the tip of the iceberg and stuff, or something to take into consideration. Because Jinbei could have said, you know, I one shot at Opera, her forces aren't anything to worry about, but he's warning Luffy like, yo, what we seen up until now is nothing. She has way more powerful people than that.
One shot doesn't mean anything. He was off guard. He caught him off guard, and that's
Yo, Jinbei.
Nah, yo.
Nobody's saying anything about. I'm saying that like.
I don't care what
Jinbei,
anyone says, bro.
if Big Mom's crew was weak, Jinbei would have said it was weak. You see, he dealt with Opera like it was nothing. He's just trying to tell Luffy to give him a heads up. Like, yo, she
Sanji
has
uses
some
a regular
people there.
kick and doesn't knock out Bobbin in one hit, but Jinbei uses a regular attack and knocks out Opera in one hit. It shows something. They were both off guard, and one of them got completely destroyed.
That Jinbei attack looks stronger though. I'll be honest, yeah.
Wait, say it again.
Yeah, I mean-
Wait. Let me say something. With that, Jinbei was trying to free Luffy. Sanji just did a casual kick.
Right.
So I don't think we can compare that. Like, I just don't. I don't think we can compare that.
But at the same time, I don't think this was like a crazy attack from Jinbei. Like, I think it was probably one of his stronger attacks, but I don't think he put like all of his force in that one punch. You know what I mean? Like,
Bro, it was a 5,000 brick fist or something like that, bro.
Sanji didn't name his attack. Jinbei named his attack, and Sanji did it. So
Like, Sanji just did a regular kick, bro, and Jinbei did, like, bro, Jinbei was like posed, like, oh, let's get it, and then he did, like, come on, man, come on,
yeah,
man.
I know what you're saying, but at the same time, I don't care if the characters off guard
Jinbei was like,
shot like that.
what he's trying to say
good.
is Jinbei was like, I was saving this for Jack, but 500 bricks.
Wait, didn't Jinbei hit Mori with that attack?
That's the same thing.
Was it the
Nah,
same?
I thought he
I
used
don't
something with the
remember if it's the
moisture
same
on Moria.
I don't know if it's the same attack, but I mean, he one shot it. But like I said,
My man Froob hates Sanji, bro. Like, god damn it, Froob.
No, I actually wanted to talk about that. I actually like am glad like Sanji's back to his old character. Like he's not this like fucking emo like retarded character that's like just hard to see. Like
Dude, that video you did on Sanji Fruit was fucking legendary. Because the best thing about it is it was so fucking genuine. You could tell.
this entire arc has been a huge letdown for the year of Sanji. Like, well, I spoke about this in the stream before. We saw Sanji beat Luffy's ass, and then when Rage Army beat him,
It wasn't even a beating though.
no, he beat his ass, bro. I don't want to hear that shit.
It's not a beating, bro. Like, how is it a beating when you're not fighting back? You're just basically a punching bag.
That's what I'm saying. If you don't fight back, you get hit with big ass kicks and some shit like that. It doesn't matter if you don't fight back. You still get a big ass hit, and Luffy will get more fucked up. What I'm saying, I found that unacceptable for Sanji not to do anything about that, not to do anything about the army coming. He just sat there and cried his hands. To me, Sanji has to go through like some like Super Saiyan type bullshit in order for him to redeem. I don't like Sanji right now.
so you're saying Sanji has suffered enough based on everything he put them through.
100%. Sanji.
I agree with that. I agree.
You know what happened?
I agree.
You know what happened?
Yeah.
Sanji, the year Sanji thing was announced, people thought Sanji was gonna have the most lit moments, like moments in which you're like, yo, Sanji, this is his shine, yo. But honestly, it just looked like it was just focus on Sanji. Just when he said year Sanji, he just meant like focusing on Sanji's character, his
Development,
family.
not necessarily
Yeah.
W's.
I agree. Yeah.
do we real quick? Do we think the Rook rank is right below Sweet Commander? Or do we
No,
think there's one in between that and Sweet Commander?
I would have to think there's one in between.
You would have to know chess, man, to know about that.
Well, it says the
Well,
in
there's
the-
no Sweet Commander in chess.
Ninth Bishop or something like that. I'm not sure.
well in the chess thing it says it goes like King, Queen, Bishop, or I mean sorry, King, Queen, Rook, King, Queen, Rook.
Okay.
I'm assuming like Big Mom's like the queen or whatever. I don't know. Whatever.
So you're saying like Capone's like a knight or something? Since he's got
Like
castle inside
Capone's
him?
like a vice admiral, and then the sweet commanders are admirals or something.
Right, exactly.
In the streams, we've been trying Bobbin. Bobbin might really be something. We saw Vito and shit. They put out a hit on Bobbin for a reason. I'm not saying he's gonna make a difference or anything, but like he might make a difference.
Hey, wait. Before we change the
It
subject
seemed like the Bobbin thing was just Vito being a fanboy.
Wait, what were you saying, Master J?
Before we skip to the Bobbin thing, do you think that originally, because I'm assuming with the whole Rook, Queen, King thing, Potato Starch would be King, Smoothie would be Queen, and then maybe Rook, Cracker was probably Rook, and he was the head of security, considering that's what his guards were already doing. They were
Nah, bro.
patrolling the whole island.
Big Mom is the king. Big
How does
Mom
that
is
work
the
out?
king.
The Big Mom is the king.
Yeah, Big Mom is the king. I mean, if we're going by chess pieces,
Yeah, right.
like I mean, like
No, that's her soldiers. It's not her though. You see what I'm saying?
no, but if we're going by a chessboard, right? If we're going by a chessboard, the way that the way that chess goes, like I mean, I don't gotta explain that. Like,
Yeah. When you
like,
beat the king, you beat the fucking
Yeah,
I'm just saying
king is-
that's the rank of her soldiers. At least that's what she's been saying so far. So I don't think she's including herself in there.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, but
I mean, that.
Yo, I had to say something. How you a commander, right?
Checkmate.
Or you a Yonko, but you're gonna. I understand you have your knights and your rooks, but you're gonna say, "My king, peace." Ha ha ha. It's like how she has to be the king, like what they're saying. She's taken out. You lose the game, and then it's still a thing that like, the king could move anywhere. It could not anywhere, but it can go any direction.
I
So
don't even know if it's
powerful
necessarily
piece.
like exclusive to Big Mom, because what about Doflamingo, who's the Joker, or like Jack, or I don't know.
well, that's the thing. Big Mom's is a chessboard, and Kaido's is a card.
Kaido's is cards, and yeah.
And
like
Joker doesn't
Big Mom.
necessarily have to be the card. Joker could be like the Joker from Batman, like just somebody who jokes around in that type of way.
Could have a double meaning.
And with Jack, Jack is a captain, but Jack is still under Kaido. So him being a Jack isn't actually a bad thing. He does not have to be the king. He's under Kaido.
I mean, but it would like I don't know. It would kind of make sense if it was cards, because like Doflamingo's whole shtick was cards. Like,
Yeah, right.
I mean,
The spade, the heart.
Well, true. No, because
Heart
it's like why not take advantage of the comparisons? Like I forget what you call it, but like why not add the Batman type of Joker with the cards type of Joker for his crew? I feel like it was just added on, but I seen a lot of the psycho Joker from the Batman within Doflamingo's character too. So I think it's a combination of both.
Yeah.
So we got
That
cards
was
and
mixed in.
chess. Who's gonna be a checker team then?
Lad said Shanks is checkers.
Yeah, right.
Oh, I was just
That would be so lame.
Hey, he got the red hair and the black cape, man.
Red hair and the black. I don't know.
Hey, bro, I gotta ask you this, bro. You think Cracker comes back?
I feel like he
I
might.
think he's coming back. This arc is skeptical. No. He's definitely coming back. He's coming back, yeah, for sure. Because he's been out for 2 days now. We haven't seen him.
No, just one.
That's a lot of firepower. Cracker comes back.
That's the thing, though. Like, this is going to be a full scale attack on Big Mom. Like, Cracker's going to be back. Yes.
I mean,
Oh yeah, did you guys talk about who that one dude was in the last panel? Like, is that Caesar? Or...
yeah, we already talked about that. Come
as far as-
on, don't do it again.
Yo. So
I mean, bro, I don't think it is Caesar, but it really does look like fucking Caesar.
It looks a lot.
It does look like him.
So obviously, Peckham's is gonna come back and play a role. Do we think he's gonna fight anyone, and could he possibly fight Tamago?
Ooh, Peckham?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe, but like, I don't know.
I wonder if the same thing that happened in Thread of Bark with how what's his name? Brook couldn't beat the zombie and Zoro had to take his place. What if like what's his name? The tiger dude. I forgot his name. Pedro tried to fight Tamago. He can't beat him, and basically Brook has to step in. It's like how Brook couldn't do it back then in Thriller Bark. Now he's doing it now.
We need to see the chicken versus the turtle.
That would be pretty cool.
Who would win?
No, because they both have like these weird like names like Baron something. So Baron like Soul King versus the Baron Chicken, whatever.
I mean, I don't know. The matchups are going to be interesting because I do think Crocker comes back. It's like it's been too long. So it's been a day. I don't feel like it should take that long for him to recover.
I'm glad Jinbei revealed that there's like more characters because when I was thinking about the matchups, I couldn't figure out like a good matchup for Sanji because I felt like someone like Tamago was too low and someone like the Sweet Commanders were too high. Like I felt like there needed to be a middle ground.
But it needs to be said, like Sanji is definitely going to get a W by the end of this.
I think Sanji's going to fight one of the
Sanji,
rooks.
like I said, Sanji still has to redeem himself. He hasn't done that.
And it's kind of like he could still fight the Germa, but it's kind of a bummer because it looks like he might not.
I think Sanji's going to fight one of the rooks for sure.
I think if it was anyone from the Germa, I think it's going to be his dad.
You think so?
Yes, because he empathizes for his brothers, and but his dad doesn't have that.
Only way is if like Germa pulls a fucking twist and they know everything that Capone is trying to do, and he's actually working with Big Mom this whole time. It's
one thing we haven't been into at all is how effective or how like disruptive the Vinsmokes might be for this plan. Because Luffy's trying to save the Vinsmokes. He might tell Capone that, or he might not. But Vinsmokes, Ragey was making it seem like Judge was naive, that he doesn't know that Big Mom's gonna kill them. I really feel like Judge knows. I feel like Judge knows.
He definitely knows. He knows.
I'm not gonna say definitely, bro, because even though like
it's a pirate, you gotta know that he's gonna want things to without giving it up. Come on, like you have to know. If he doesn't know, then that'll be.
Yo, I'm gonna say this, yo. Judge, I think Judge is stronger than we all think, yo. He might surprise a lot of people.
No, yeah, I think it's like a 50-50. Like I don't think you can say 100% that he knows, but
wait. So I have a question. Was there a point as to why Big Mom wants to slaughter them instead of just marry them and still get their power?
I mean, it could just be a thing to where like she doesn't want to help them take over the North Blue or whatever.
True.
Wait, what just happened?
Or maybe she doesn't deem him worthy enough to bear her flag.
Yeah, but she's married.
I mean, I don't know about that because like I mean, there are people weaker than I don't know. It's possible though.
I'm just playing devil's advocate. I mean, I really don't.
I don't know. It's just a little off because she's done so many marriages, yet this is the one where she's gonna not follow through.
So when's the juice guy coming back?
Who cares about that faggot? No, I'm just kidding.
Jumping out the cake.
Triggered.
He's jumping out the cake. He's gonna come with the sea stone spear and jump out the cake.
Yeah, I doubt it. I don't think that character. I mean, I'm sure he's gonna come back, but I don't know how like important his role's gonna be. The juice guy.
Juice guy.
From the forest.
The Kool-Aid man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Pound.
How do you guys think that
the king though?
The meeting's gonna go between Luffy and like Capone? Like, you know what I mean? Like, do you think it's gonna go bad? Because I feel like it's actually possible that Capone might actually end up joining the alliance with like Law and Luffy.
I think it's gonna go fine.
He definitely goes with them. He's going with them to Wano, bro. I think he definitely goes with them to Wano.
Luffy's fucking this up. There's a very good chance. We saw that with we went to Dressrosa. They had a plan to be quiet. Luffy broke down the door. When they went to was it Henny's lobby or something like that? Luffy went crazy. Sabodi, Luffy took out a celestial dragon shit like that. Luffy almost never follows those plans that he has to. I think he's gonna do it on his own some type of way. He's gonna force Capone to go with him, or he's gonna fight Capone.
Yeah, we're gonna buy you a new mic.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, honestly, your mic does suck, but
I don't think Capone is joining the alliance.
I told you, Graham, your mic, bro. You gotta fix that. You gotta hear you, bro.
I thought it was me because you guys seemed like you guys were listening. You guys could actually hear me. I couldn't hear him.
Nah, we could. We were just making out what he was saying.
We were just not trying to hurt his feelings.
But I don't think Capone's gonna join the alliance. But if Capone does join the alliance, 100% he will backstab them.
Oh yeah. The thing about Capone would be if he goes with them to Wano, he wants Kaido's head. Like he would be the one that's like, oh yeah, and then go for Kaido's head. I don't think. He's gonna backstab them, but it's like for his own personal.
Well, okay. Also, I still think it's very strong.
I don't even agree with that. Somebody want to always say that Law's gonna backstab Luffy, Capone's gonna backstab. I don't see the point in them backstabbing him after they help them. Even like it's like at this point, I can see Capone right, being let's just say that like they take down Big Mom right, and Luffy gets most of the credit for it, just like kind of how the whole fleet went under Luffy and not Law right. So Luffy gets a lot of the credit for it. And people on the outside give Luffy the credit for it, but people on the inside know that Capone played a major part in it. Kind of like how Dofi was like I know Smoker was too weak to be Crocodile. It had to be
You're
Luffy.
saying-
Well, the reason
I
that
can see Capone being like that type of
the
person.
reason
But
that you
Law-
backstab in an alliance
Mix of
is
it.
because you want to be Pirate King, and all three of those people want to be Pirate King.
all the supernovas seem to want to be like they have ambitions that are that.
Yo,
that
when
are
this
big.
stream
collide
is
with each other.
over,
Wait, does Capone want to be Pirate King though?
No,
when
no,
this
no, no,
stream-
no, no, no. Wait,
Yes.
wait. I didn't say that Capone wanted to be Pirate King. I said that they all have ambitions. Like they're all the supernovas. They're ambitious. They're too ambitious to work under someone else. They're all captains. They're all captains of their own crew.
Ty, let me
It doesn't
respond
make.
to
It
I
doesn't
just
make
want to say
sense.
about that
It
is like
doesn't-
just because they won't be in alliance for the entire story doesn't mean that it has to end on betrayal. It can end on like
Exactly,
a
that's
mutual
what I'm
like
Right,
disbanding
it
of
could
the
end that
alliance.
way, but I'm saying with Capone though, he's
Yeah,
not.
but that's more likely with Law, but not
He's not
with
interested in
Crack or
character.
not
when
with
this stream
Capone.
is over, Maisie's gonna betray Brago. It's like
Yep.
don't Matt B and Brago, don't y'all both want to grow your channels? Aren't y'all doing? But it doesn't mean somebody has to backstab the other person for y'all both to be successful. And I think that with this,
Actually, dude, that happens all the time on
Me and
YouTube, bro.
Brago- me
Look at
and
the One Piece
Brago-
community.
Me and Brago aren't working together to take down someone.
You're trying to take down.
For Neverworld Double Four.
That's a terrible analogy.
no,
That's a
listen,
terrible
listen,
analogy.
because they're both
That's a
pirates,
big fist.
and
here's
y'all are both One
here's
Piece
the thing
content
that's
creators. What I'm trying to say is that like it doesn't have to be, even if like I understand Capone methods is grimy and that Law's methods could be crazy like what he did with the hearts, but I actually see friendships being started and stuff and like no wait check this out.
Capone
Wait, hold
Can I go
on.
next? Can I go next, please?
All right, cool. You can go next. Just let me speak. So, like, when Luffy teamed up with Law, like, when Law was first introduced, I was kind of scared of Law's character, the way he was
He took out like
introduced.
100 hearts of like all the pirates and shit.
Yeah,
like
but then they started working together, and Law's fitting with the crew. Now, the thing about with Capone, while he doesn't have Law's attitude, he doesn't have Law's personality. I could see Luffy and Capone, like, you know, it working out, and Luffy's gonna be, because remember, Law pretty much leaded the Dofi situation. I could see Capone leading this Big Mom situation, and Luffy and him like having their own kind of relationship. Even Luffy and Caesar has a relationship. Even Luffy and Peckham has one. I could see that happening.
Okay, let me say this. The difference is that Capone, it's once again, as Froob and me have stated, is in his characterization that he likes to take people down. That's what he wants to do. And then another thing,
the same with Law though.
No. Law hasn't been like shown to betray people and to take people out. He hasn't been shown to do that. Capone, literally, it's in his character. He's like blood. It was broken down for us like clear as day. That's what he does. So now with the whole thing with forming like buddy friendships and all of this stuff, they're pirates. Okay, so at one point or another there's gonna have to be some type of betrayal just to show like pirates.
Also,
this
not
is
to
a
say the obvious,
story,
but
this is a
Doflamingo's
story about
speech
pirates.
mentioned betrayals. Dofi's speech.
All right,
Yes.
but listen, Capone, wait.
Robin
Capone
even
betraying
said
Big
something
Mom
about-
is a betrayal of his own. But 1,000 betrayals doesn't have to happen.
Well,
More will
and-
happen too, but it doesn't have to happen on Luffy's watch. What I want to say is that when it comes to like you said, all right, like Capone said, like, yo, we since we're both trying to take out Big Mom, and since we're both opposing Big Mom, we both don't need any more enemies. We don't need to make more enemies. It's still strategic to like never. That's an ally right there. We did something together in the past.
Yeah.
Yo, he's
Based
an
on
ally
Capone's
for now.
Based on
Yeah, then I'll turn on him after.
Yeah, so Capone's personality now has a new perspective to it, where Capone could take a liking to Luffy and then try to elevate him so that he could take him down.
And let me say this. Okay, so look, the theme of the New World is the strong survive and the weak die, and then also you either take the umbrella you either take the umbrella of a Yonko, or you constantly challenge one to survive in the New World. After the Yonko are done, after they're out, the Supernova are going to fight pretty much they're going to be fighting amongst themselves. There's not going to be another Yonko, like there's not going to be Yonko ruling the seas of the New World. So then there's going to be an imbalance of power. So and then just one more thing that we're forgetting about is that Robin foreshadowed it like a long time ago. She said most pirate alliance ends in betrayal.
Yeah, Vegapunk Hazard.
So I mean, and there's still the option that Law is gonna inevitably betray Luffy. We don't know what Law did to Luffy, why he came and saved him at Marineford. We still don't know that. We still don't know why.
Yeah.
So I'm not with this whole.
Wait, hold on. You say we don't know why?
Well,
you say we don't know why Law. Wait, hold on. You say we don't know why Law saved Luffy at Marineford. To me, he had the Luffy plan even back then. That's why he saved Luffy. So I feel like that's the reason why. Not that he did some underhanded.
It's not just the Luffy plan. I think that Luffy also has.
No. Listen. It's definitely a possibility of these betrayals happening, but you act like that's the only, that's the way.
Well, no. It's just that's what they think, and you're not wrong, Ty, and Matt's not wrong.
I thought Law saved Luffy because of. I thought Law saved Luffy because of the whole but we didn't know at the time, but Law was like a D, and he saw Luffy as the only other.
Yeah, and he even said too, it's too early for him to go out.
And I know from him go take down.
No, I know, but we know that Law, like to me, Law did it because he was plotting like the whole Dofi thing. Like, remember, these people make these plans for years. Blackbeard does it, Capone does it. So I think that like Law, even when he told his crew, he was like, "Yo, honestly."
He didn't even know that Luffy was gonna be on Buck Hazard then.
Yeah, he didn't even know that.
Yeah, he was supposed to be at Roger's Island.
No. I know he didn't know. I know he didn't know Luffy was gonna be on Punk Hazard. But I'm trying to say is that he saved his life then to team up with him at some point for the Dofi thing later. Of course, it was convenient that he met him at Punk Hazard, but I think Law planned all of that out.
What?
I don't know. That's.
I don't think he planned that.
Seems like a reach.
Yeah.
That's a reach, man.
No.
Just said
it was a coincidence that they met up at Punk Hazard, but it's like, yo, look, you know what? I want to take out Dofi. I know I can't do it. This guy's strong. He's almost as strong as me or stronger than me, whatever. I'm gonna save his life. He'll owe me a favor later. It's nothing like too crazy about that.
I see the chat saying Law saved Luffy because he was a D.
I mean, you go back to Zoe as well
You guys
too.
think
Like,
about
if you look
that?
at how the
I guess-
anime
I
does
guess
this
we
too,
could-
like it's
I
a lot of
guess we
info
could
he's
say
kind of
that.
absorbing.
I guess you could say that Law saved Luffy because he was a D, but I guess
Wait,
so.
hold on. Wasn't there like a scene with Sengoku and where like I don't remember the exact scene. But it was at the end of Dressrosa where he was talking about the D's.
Oh, the checker life, yeah.
Yeah. What were you saying, Laz? Though?
It was like the checker life or whatever that Sengoku was talking about.
I don't remember, but didn't he say you have to like stick with the D's or like
What
the
did he
destiny
say
of
about
the
that?
D's?
Oh wait.
Like,
But even that, I'm glad
checker
that
they
fool.
die very early. Basically, they have a life of basically disaster.
Yeah, they live the checker life.
I'm glad that fool brought that up. That's saying what I said about Law saving Luffy so that he could help him with Dofi later is reaching. But to say that he saved Luffy because he's a D is reaching
I
because
didn't say that.
from what we found out about the conversation that Law had with Sengoku,
Yeah.
Law probably knows he's a D but doesn't know anything about being a D.
What
Just like Luffy doesn't know anything about it. That's why he asked Sengoku.
What was the point of putting that little panel where basically you hear Corazon saying that the D's are the ones that basically oppose the Celestial Dragons, and we see Doflamingo falling.
Yeah.
No, look, wait. Listen to what I'm saying. Law asked Sengoku, like, tell me what you know about the D's. Like, he's a D and he doesn't know much about the D's or whatever. So
But
so, like,
the
how
reason why he asked Sengoku though is because the whole flashback Corazon talking about the D's and how like Mary Joie, and we know that he cares about Corazon so much. So when he saw Luffy probably had a D in his name, he's like, okay, it's a spur of the moment. It's random, but I'm gonna save him. You know, kind of like when Corazon was talking about the D and everything. Law's a D. They have some sort of connection that he doesn't really know what's more about it. You know.
Yeah.
No, I know, but it's like it's something he doesn't really know about. So I don't think he would say Luffy because of that since he doesn't really know about it.
Somebody in the chat just mentioned how like Law was planning for Kaido to take down Dofi and not him like how it went down.
No, I don't know. No,
Yeah.
the Dofi thing was a mistake. But either way, he saved Luffy's life to destroy the Smile Factory or whatever the case is and get Kaido to take out Dofi because he couldn't do it alone.
I don't think so. It was a spur of the moment that he's planning how many years ahead. Like he's gonna take out Dofi.
No, but listen, it's like
man.
Yo, you're reaching. But anyway, it's like yo, nah, you're reaching. But listen. It's like yo, I'm gonna do him a favor and he owes me a favor later on down the line. Whether it's for the Dofi thing or whether it's for something else. It's like he just did it for a favor.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now, I think
I
the
heard
whole
people
situation
saying like
would be
Drake was gonna be the one that's gonna align with like Law, if anything.
Yeah, what
So,
does
like,
DMS mean?
What?
Brago, what does DMS mean?
DMs.
Oh shit.
Oh, did you?
Oh,
DMS.
He doesn't
You
get
learn
it.
something new every day.
You're welcome, man. No problem. But Yeah, we're going to there. We're going to there. Like the
No,
stream.
we're gonna end it whenever I say end it. Sorry.
What's that? Like
Subscribe.
like the stream. Subscribe.
Subscribe.
Hold
Master
on, hold on. Is Legend Mac still in here?
Yeah, I'm still.
Wait, say that again.
Legend Mac reached so far, he reached the end of the stream button. Brago got to end this.
Oh my. Peace, y'all.